quick video to check out the new Axopar 37 Sport Cabin. So this one has the enclosed pilot house, cabin in the front, and then a wet bar over there in the back. So stepping inside in the pilot house now, we're going to take a look at the installation of the units. So we have a 6,000 BTU Mabru unit that is cooling the pilot house area. We have a 4,200 in the cabin, and then we have a 3,000 watt true sine wave inverter to run it. So just to get a quick look at this. Turns about 72, 73. My discharge is in the low 50s. Now going into the cabin. See the 4.2 over here. Still storage area. You notice it's relocated. We used to have it under here, but we noticed that this was a much more useful storage space. And so over here we have the unit discharging over here by the bed. The location of the thermostat's the same. Still with the touchscreen control. The panel is a little bit different than the last one you guys saw because this is once again the Keyside True Sine Wave. So right now with the two units running, the pump's running, and I've been running quite a bit today, so I'm at 11.9 volts. I'm drawing about 110 amps. Once again, that is with both units running, both pumps running. The 6 does draw quite a bit more than the 4200. It's right around 5 amps in I'm sorry, 5.9 amps in AC. This panel was put in by us. We have the main, a breaker per AC, and then we have, they wanted to use their outlets through the inverter, so we also wired that up. That way the outlets would be operational while they were out to sea. And now looking at this unit, if we go here, I'm sorry. The return over here is reading a 69, high 68. So let's just average out to 69. And coming out of the unit, we're bringing it up to 54. I'm sorry. So we went up to 40, the high 40s. Another thing on this boat, with all this compartment closed, and right now I have it open to show you guys the unit, but let me show you what it typically looks like. Usually this here is closed. One cushion over here. This cushion in place. So you can see it's a pretty sealed up area. So we added a second vent here. This is for the inverter unit, for it not to overheat. And so just to go over a little bit about the units and maybe some of the differences between, or the difference between our units and some of our competitors' units. So looking here, first thing is the evaporator. So it's an anodized aluminum evaporator. It's a special coating on the aluminum to increase durability. It is in the marine environment. The competitors use just bare aluminum. Obviously it corrodes a little bit faster, doesn't last as long. We have a 4200, and the 4200 is including reverse cycle heat, so we do have a 3-way valve. A few of the sensors we have for added protection on the units. Right here I have a high pressure switch. We have a temperature sensor on the condensing coil, so that in case the freon gets too hot. And then we have a freeze sensor here on the evaporator. And that's obviously, the unit freezes up, it'll cycle the unit off, and that way you don't rupture your evaporator. Unit's very small. You can see how compact it is. It can fit almost anywhere. It's very silent, and it's actually producing 4,200 BTUs, not just a sticker like some other people. Some benefits of having us install your units: I mean, we do things a little bit differently. The hose clamps we use are stainless steel, 316 stainless steel, not 304 like a lot of other installers. You'll notice that the hose clamps are indented. There's not actually holes in them. That's to protect the hose. That way it's not pinching the hose, it's not eating the hose. It's a much more durable hose clamp, will last a lot longer. We always cover the ends. That way you're working, you're doing something in here, you don't run the risk of cutting your arm open like many of us have in the past. And looking down in this little area, you'll see we have a little pump down here. That's actually a condensate pump, and that's to eliminate having sitting water in the pan. And it just automatically pumps it overboard. It's like a little mini sump pump for each unit. On all of our installations, it's available upon request. And then one thing outside the vessel, just wanted to show. Here's the shore power cable. You can follow it, and you can see that although it is connected on the boat, the vessel right now is running with no generator running, no shore power connected, nothing but batteries. The typical runtime, if it was 2 4.2s, would have been 8 hours. Right now with the 6, we're dropping it down to about 6 hours with both units running.